It's New Year's Day. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk.
On the road today, looking for another way
to ease my mind
and
help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers' Real Talk. I'm here to help you make smarter moves, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you for New Year's Day, day 366 in a row of the Real Talk program, year 2, day 1, officially day 1. You know, we basically had like an intro to day 1 yesterday, where we finished off 365, did a countdown into day 1. It's kind of a weird thing because I did the first show on December 31st, so that's really New Year's Day. But we're kind of doing like a quasi, where we'll do New Year's Eve and kind of do a full show for the last day of the year and then count down into the following year, into the next year. This is year 2. So now we start the progression to 730 days in a row. Today, day 366. So you can see I got a lot of work left ahead of me. I think most people may get a little discouraged about that much of a gap. 366 and you got to get to 730? That's a lot of days, buddy. Are you sure you can do it? Well, I don't really think that's a problem for me. I do have to say something about that. I've had a lot of people reach out, which thank you. Thank you, everybody who's been supporting this program since the beginning, and newcomers, everybody who's been joining recently. Thank you so much for joining the program, for sharing the content, and for understanding that this isn't an easy thing. Coming out here just to do a show is not an easy thing. No, look, it takes a lot to open up your soul to the world. It does. You have to be willing to do it and be willing to take a lot of sand and stones and rocks right in the face. I'm willing to at this point. There's so much negativity on the television. How much worse could it get for me? Really? I walk down the street, I see misery. So how much worse could it get if I just continue to do the norm, what everybody else is doing? Focus on your own life, forget about the world. December 31st, 2018, I decided to forget about that notion of me. Focus on me, focus on my family, focus on our existence. I started thinking about this world, started thinking about how I can make an impact. So our first journey, 365 days, done. No questions any longer. That was the biggest thing people would ask me. So you're going to do a year? What are you going to do at the end of the year? You're going to do a year straight, not missing a day? Okay, buddy, we'll see. Well, I did that. It's over. It's done. And we start today our journey to 730 days, which will be December 31st, 2020. And that's just year 2. The next one, if you do the math, which I could probably do very quickly, is 1,095 days. So we go and we just keep going, all right? This is just the beginning. I said it yesterday. It's like that old movie, Leviathan. Do you guys remember this movie? This isn't the end. This isn't even the beginning of the end. It's the end of the beginning. The beginning when you're starting to understand what it is. You're starting to uncover what it is that you're doing, the impact that could be made, the people that you could reach. And now we start to build. Now it's about growth. 2020 is about taking the Real Talk program to the world. This first year, I'm just reaching out to Facebook and Instagram. And now we're finally doing the YouTube. But in general, I didn't have YouTube in the mix at the beginning. That is where the show needs to be, just smack dab in the middle. That is the focus, YouTube. So I'm asking everybody now to start heading over to YouTube, subscribe, ding the bell. Make sure you get the alert every day when I'm live. Because now it shouldn't be a question of whether or not Mark is going to come live and do a show. He did 365 days in a row. I'm pretty sure he's coming out for 366. I'm pretty sure he's coming out tomorrow for 367, based on previous results. But I do want to share one thing. I want you guys to understand that this has not been an easy task. Not even just the opening up of the soul, but the act of being able to actually come out here every single day and make sure I put on this message, put this message out there. That has not been the easiest task in the world. I'll tell you why. It would be extremely easy for me if I didn't have any children, if I wasn't married. Those are probably the two biggest challenges to doing what I've been doing for the last 366 days. I have a family. I've got a wife. I've got responsibilities way above and beyond going on and doing a quick video chat every day. You know what I mean? So for me to find a way, something within myself that says no matter how crazy my day gets, I'm coming out. No matter how crazy my days were, for 365, every single day, I found the time. I made the time. It may not even have existed, but I made it happen. Do you know how many times my kids are still up? Thank goodness I have a support system. I've got a wife who's like, go do your show. I'll put the other two to bed. One's down, the other two are still up. You go ahead, I'll take care of it. But sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes we're in transit. We're coming back from a party. We're out for the afternoon. And we start looking at the time. Like last night, for example, it was a crazy late night because it's New Year's. There's no way I would have been able to do a show last night because the kids were with us. I think it's one of the first years where they saw the ball drop. You know, just happened to be. We're out and we come back and the timing worked out. But I'm sure there will be a time in the future, near future, where I can't find the time. The kids need to be somewhere and I'm the only way to get it done, whatever it is. So that challenge will come. One day I'm going to have to find a way, find something within me that I don't know or that I have, and just create that moment. But I don't plan on missing a day, guys. I don't plan on missing any of the time we spend together. Every day, forever, there should be a message from the Real Talk program. And I appreciate the fact that this is kind of starting from zero. You know, I did the 365. Listen, I could very easily just say to myself and say to you guys, look, I'll see you. I'm going to be out. It's just not going to be like last year. Last year, I did every day. I came out here to prove to myself that I could do it. And I did it. And now I'm going to take a break. Now I'm going to do it once a week. Or I'm going to come out just whenever I feel like it each week. I may miss a few days just so you guys know. Like, it's well within me to say that to you guys. I don't think anybody would say, yeah, I knew you couldn't do it, Mark. Like, I don't think anybody would say that. I'd be like, good, you did a year. That's really cool, dude. Don't do another. That's crazy. You don't have to do a second. I want to do 10. You know, this becomes more possible. The more we do it, the more we grow, the more we start to connect with others, this becomes more possible. The act of completing a daily show. I really had to work for it this first year. I want you guys to know that. There were days where I should not have done a show. There were days where I should not have been on. I had so much going on. And I stressed myself out way more than I should have to make sure I didn't miss a day. Make sure I got that message out there. And look, it's all well and good. But life shouldn't get stressful. You shouldn't stress yourself out to provide a message. That's also not a good thing. So, look, I'm working on balance going forward. We talked about this towards the tail end of last year, is finding the right work balance for you. Because you have to have a work-life balance. You can't just work all the time and not have a life. You can't just live all the time and not work. You've got to have that balance. You've got to figure out what works best for you. Some people are able to spend more time working and they're okay with that. Other people, they need that time off or else they start to go crazy. You have to figure out what type of person you are and then just own it. Just own it. As soon as you understand where your happiness is, own it. Don't look at other people. Don't gauge your happiness based on other people's happiness. It doesn't work that way. What makes somebody else happy is not going to make you happy. You may think it will. Ooh, I really wish I had that because that person looks really happy and I wish I had it. Yeah, but that person, their makeup, their genetic makeup, that's them. That's why they're happy. That setup that they got over there, that's them. It's not you. Maybe it is, but don't find yourself wanting, okay? Walking around this life of yours wanting. Everywhere you go, you're like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that life. Your life is amazing. You have got everything that you need in order to be massively successful. It's within you, but you have to tap into it and you have to stop trying to compete with the others around you. They've got something different. They do. They have something different than you. Remember that. We are all different. We all have our own qualities, right? We all have our own abilities, but we also have some uniqueness. And if you start forgetting about that and you're looking at everybody else and you're looking at their uniqueness and you're saying, oh, I wish I had that, you're neglecting that amazingness within you. That hidden quality within you. And I really don't think this is craziness, guys. I really believe every single person has it. And it may be that you're unbelievable at planting flowers. Like, I don't know what yours is. Everybody's is different. Mine is in front of this microphone. Mine is with this thing in my hand. Mine is by not having any defense system and just letting it all come out. That's me. That's where I thrive. That's where my happiness lies. So I say we play something. Jeff, what's up, buddy boy? Happy New Year, my friend. Day 366. We're starting off year 2 with a bang. On our way to 730 days in a row. That's nothing. Come on. Really? 730. Talk to me when we get to 1,095. That's year 3. End of year 3. So because it's New Year's, we have to start with something new, something fresh. I'm giving you something original here. I don't know if that means improvisation or just playing you something of mine. Let's see. Let me figure it out. You know, I'm going to play this song, I Adore You, because I really do adore you guys, and I appreciate all of the support that you give this program. And this is a really cool tune. This is on my last album. You can get this on Spotify. You could check it out on my website, BeatSeat.rocks. Just fix this for Jeff. Jeff, please head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. As you know, so much better over there. So this is called I Adore You. Dancing around, so smooth is the sound when you're around me. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes, the way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you, I adore you. I adore you, 'cause I adore be afraid. My arms are laid down by your side. It's the way that I feel when I look in your eyes. The way I know everything's gonna be alright. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. I adore. I know that I've been loving you. I feel like my heart runs away, and I will not be afraid. I know my part, and I will not be alone. 'Cause I adore you. 'Cause I adore you. 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 Happy New Year. I adore you guys. I adore my people over here on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitch, Periscope, V Live, D Live, whatever you want to call it, Vaughn Live. We're on them all. Who's live with me? Anybody live with me right now? Say hello. It's New Year's. It's New Year's Day 2020. God bless us all. Looking forward to this decade, the roaring 20s. I said yesterday, you can't say anything about the 10s. You're like, oh yeah, how are the 10s? 10s? What? How are the... You hear this guy? How are the 10s? What are you, crazy to me? How are the 20s? The roaring 20s. That's what I'm talking about. We're going into them, and Cross is on with me. What's up, Cross? Happy to see you here on YouTube. I'm loving it. I do kind of want to check and see if Facebook is working, because earlier I had to erase one channel on Facebook, the Real Talk channel, and the regular one said that I don't even know. It said you had to refresh a setting. I did it, but I don't know if it's working. I think we got to get into a little jam. I'm feeling like I got to play a little something here. Let's get these hands warm. What do you say? You guys up for it? I'm up for it. I'm going to rock something for you. Ross said it was a late delay today on getting the notification for the Real Talk program. But he's with us. Now, let me just see what this sounded like, because it wasn't very much, but... See, we could have done more with this. Like, I could have gotten something else in there. Like, how cool would it have been if we did something like... done more with this. Like, I could have gotten something. I'm looping? Like, how cool would it have been if we did something like... So we could have done more with this. Like, I could have gotten something else in there. Like, how cool would it have been if we did something like... So you could have done that. That would have been cool. We got that in the mix. So it would have been pretty cool if we did it like that. Would have been pretty cool, right, if we did that? But I didn't do that. Austin, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year, Austin. Happy New Year, Cross. Happy New Year, Jeff. Happy New Year to all of you on the other side of the screen. Hopefully you are tuning in tonight for day 1 of year 2. Day 366 in a row of the Real Talk program as we make our way to hashtag 730 days in a row. Who is going to be with me every day for this journey? You may have missed a lot of the first 365. It's not too late. Subscribe, ding the bell, because I'm with you every day. We're going to have some music. We're going to have lots of positivity, motivation, real estate advice, celebrity impressions, the news, every single day. Just tune in. This is between 45 minutes and an hour and a half on a daily basis. I know, that's a lot. No one's going to tune in for the whole thing, but it must be the way it is. Because everything else has been done. I'm not interested in formatting the way other people have done successfully. I am interested in doing something that's never been done before. I don't think anybody's ever done an hour and a half on a daily basis, unscripted, letting the positivity and motivation that I have within me out. I don't think so, but maybe other people have done that. I just know that that's what I'm going to do. And I know nobody's come up with this. This is mine. I invented and patented this, so I know for certain that this is the only show on the planet that is doing what I'm doing right now. Singing and playing songs with you as if it's a full band, but it's just me. And we released this in 2019, okay? Actually, right at the end of 2018, we released the BeatSeat. last year, 2019, selected as Summer NAMM Editor's Choice winner. That's a huge deal for us. Elvis's guitar player has 2 of them, James Burton. Her's drummer, Carrington Brown, has a BeatSeat. If you go to Vivo, or you could even go to YouTube and see this. YouTube, type in Her, H.E.R, and then look for Slide Live. Slide Live, Vivo, type in those things, and you will see Carrington Brown sitting on his BeatSeat. And the first shot is this. You see his hands, and it's like, he's like, I mean, I can't do the beat he's doing, but that's kind of the beat. And all of a sudden zooms out and you hear her say bass. And then it's like, boom, din, din, zooms out even further and you see her in the front with her. She's got like a nice jazz, like a, I think it's like a, I want to say like a Strat or something. She's ripping it up on the guitar. Right over here, bass player. Directly behind her, Carrington Brown, sitting on none other than the BeatSeat. So look, this is a matter of time. Every single thing that you do, be prepared to be patient. Be prepared to wait for the world to recognize that something is there, because it takes a lot of time. And when I look at this is a better mousetrap than every other drum out there. And it's still been almost 2 years of pushing nonstop, trying to get people to even recognize it. So don't forget, even if you have something that is so unbelievable that when someone sees it, they're absolutely going to buy it or want to get that service, whatever it is, it's still going to take you forever. Still going to take you forever. You are going to be tested. You are going to be tested the entire time. Do you have what it takes to continue on? That is the biggest question of it all. Shut up, this stupid thing. I keep hearing this feedback. I think it's from that guitar. Do you have what it takes to continue on? That's what it's going to come down to. And I look back over I was saying this earlier today, so my brother-in-law was talking to him about this. 365 days in a row. And a lot of those days I was broadcasting to zero. To absolutely nobody. Nobody on the other end. Just broadcasting a message. Did I get discouraged? Maybe. Did I let it get to me? Obviously not. I continued on. I didn't start to say to myself, well, nobody likes the show. Nobody's tuning in. Maybe it's too much. Look, these may be facts. All I know is if I don't continue on a daily basis, I'll lose interest. I think it comes down to that above and beyond all. If I don't continue on every single day with you guys and I miss one day, there's a very good chance you never see me again. Isn't that a weird thing? It's a weird thing, but it's accurate. If I was to miss one day, there's a good chance I say to myself the following day, I don't know, now I don't think I can go back. Or maybe I say to myself, that felt really good to not have the stress of knowing I have to go out. I've got to show up today and do something. I've got to perform. Probably part of the reason why I won't stop. If I miss a day, you may never see me again. I may just decide to just fade away into the background. So this is why I have to continue on. Tosh, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. I would love it if you head over to YouTube and subscribe and ding the bell, because that is where the show looks and sounds best right now. I am filming the screen for my people over on Instagram. This is the new way. You know, what happened here in 2018, just about halfway through, actually it was about day 316. I had an interview and I just wanted to figure out how to have multiple cameras, because I didn't want to have 3 people like on one camera, my iPhone. I just thought that would be really weird. So, and we had to do that, by the way. I did go and buy all the equipment, but I couldn't get it to work that day. But I worked on it that evening, and now I have my broadcasting software. So when I go like this, I have like my signature comes up on the screen. How freaking cool is that? Like, I love that. That's one of my favorite things. So the fact that I'm able to do that now, and able to switch cameras, that is a pretty cool thing. I mean, I'm actually very much in love with the fact that I have multiple cameras shooting at one time, and, you know, that I could even give you that BeatSeat, that really nice look of the BeatSeat here, so you get the full effect, you know. Actually, this looks like it's a little off. Let me see. That's a little better. Let me shut that down. So, you know, all this happened at day 318, and now since then we're at 366, but I've been live for, I guess that's 50 days roughly, doing this format where we have YouTube now live. We're at Mark Pyre's Real Talk on YouTube. Just all you have to do is go in there and type that in and subscribe, ding the bell, because what's great, today was actually late, but Cross gets notified. I get notified even too, because I have multiple YouTube channels, one of them for the BeatSeat. And when I subscribe to the Real Talk channel, sometimes I'll get these notifications that say Mark Pyres is live right now. Real Talk is live. And that's an awesome thing, because as you guys know on Insta, we don't get that. On Insta, it will tell you if you're live on Insta. If you're like there and you're, you know, looking at other content, or you're posting a piece of content or something like that, you'll get the notification that someone's live right now. But outside of that, you don't get any emails. They don't, you know, they don't notify you outside of Instagram. So I missed all that for 318, 316, whatever it was. So I think we should play something here. Let me just quickly tune this puppy. And just like that. So I'm trying to figure out what to play for you here. It's going to be something. You know what? We're going to play different. Because sometimes you're different when you least expect it. I played this song for you guys a few weeks ago. Hopefully some of these songs are starting to rub off on you. You're starting to remember them. You know, I often reflect that I spent 10 years traveling this country, playing music, writing original music. These songs that you're hearing right now, I wrote over, you know, most of them over a 10-year period. I wrote about 120 songs. And I would play original music. I didn't like cover songs and never play other people's music when I played at bars. So if someone, especially someone I knew, came to see me for the first time, all they heard was original music, which is, you know, if you're somebody who can open your mind up to new things, okay. But to the 99 percentile, most people do not have the vision to hear a song for the first time and understand the depth of it. We all need to hear it multiple times. Like, I think about my favorite songs in history. I think a song like a Hey Jude is probably one of the prettiest songs, just like the melody behind Hey Jude is gorgeous, you know. And even that song, I'm pretty sure I recall having to hear it 2 or 3 times before I was like, wow, that is one of the most beautiful arrangements. You know, like, it just took me a few times of hearing it to hear the words, to hear the structure, hear the way the chords progress from the chord to the bridge, whatever it is. It winds up bringing you through the process that the songwriter went through, but you can't do it the first time. So when I play different for you, you may say, oh, I know that song. Or you may say, if this is the first time you're ever hearing it, no matter how great I play it, it won't be that great. This is why it's good I've been live for 366 days, because I come out here every single week. Every day we play a song. If you guys don't understand how the format of the show goes yet, every day I play one song on the BeatSeat, okay? Let me give you the look. I play one song on the BeatSeat from the studio, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we go live here for BeatSeat night, music night on the BeatSeat. We just happen to be here on New Year's night. I'm putting on a special New Year's show for you. Didn't do a New Year's Eve show, obviously. But I'm going to play you one of my beauties here. This is called Different, because sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need to change a pace and let it all slow down. sit alone in the doorway. To all slow down. It's a sense of sovereign that's regal, warm embrace. We all fall from grace. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Let it all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Let it all slow down. Hey, let it all slow down. All slow down. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. Ooh. It's kind of lonely standing on the ground, staring up at the bright lights. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. We all slow down. Hey, we all slow down. We all slow down. Walk to the beat of a different drum. No one can stop what I've begun. Won't be a fake, I won't cut and run. Cut and run. No one can stop what I've begun. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Let it all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Let it all slow down. Hey, all slow down. All slow down. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. Woo. It's kind of lonely standing on the ground, staring up at the bright lights. From the top of the world, I'm looking down. We all slow down. All slow down, we all slow down. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Let it all slow down. Let it all slow down so you could think about it properly. Don't let the little details slide by you, and when you look back, oh, what? I had that? Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Every moment is fleeting. It's flying by so quickly. 2020 is here, guys. Can you believe that? I can remember 2000. I can remember 2001 when I was winning a battle of the bands with fire in my heart for music, trying to bring these songs to the world. That was 19 years ago. Flying by. Flying by. Sometimes you're different when you least expect it. Sometimes you need a change of pace. Sometimes you may be comfortable where you are. You may be too comfortable. You may need to start moving. You need a change of pace. It's 2020. What are you going to do with your time? I know what I'm doing. I will be here every single day with you, just letting it happen. Day 366. We did 365. That one's behind us. We're in year 2, day 1. It's official. I can't wait to drop my next podcast because that'll officially be season 2. It's the first time I could say season 2 for the podcast. Because we're 366 days in, guys. So I hope you guys liked that tune. So yeah, Cross is agreeing with me. I have to tell you guys, look, I've got a lot of really awesome songs. I play them for you all the time. Hopefully you're starting to understand and hear them. That is the key. Forget someone's talent, okay? I want you to hear the words that I wrote 20 years ago. I want you to hear these words that were real talk coming out of me when I was a 21-year-old man. When I was 19, writing my first songs. 22, 23, 24, all of these songs that flew out of me were meant to come out of me. They were meant to be here for time. I was meant to not make it in the tens. From 2001 to 2009, I pushed to try to make it in the music business, okay? Had a record deal in hand when we did this album, when I did this. This album was hot. I have lots of them left because I put a song on there I never should have put on. It's the angriest song in the history of time. I wrote it about a girl that cheated on me when I was 18. And here's the bottom line, okay? If you're going to cheat on somebody, make sure it's not a singer-songwriter, okay? Because they will destroy your life. And I took it all out on this girl. And the name of the song is Gabrielle, so I think you have an idea of what her name was. But it was the angriest song I've ever written, and I came home after I found out it happened, and it flew out of me in 13 seconds. It's like every other great song that's happened here on Real Talk Live. Oh, I still have the lyrics. And the song, if you listen to it, is exactly the way I wrote it that night. And so is this one I'm about to play you. Okay, so I wrote 2 songs. I wrote Gabrielle, and I wrote this one in the same breath. And this one came out of me just as quick, just as fast. This is called I Need to Be Alone. Now, I have a philosophy. If you were ever in a relationship and it doesn't work out, do not go right back into another relationship. The rebound thing, you need to be alone. You need some time alone. You cannot just get right back into it, okay? Spend that time alone, because what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself again. Let me say that again. You are going to find yourself again. When we get into relationships, we start relying on that other party. We start losing our identity. Even though we don't want to, it happens. And when that relationship comes to an end, it's very easy for us to just say, well, let me grab somebody else to fill that void. The problem with that is you haven't rediscovered yourself. You haven't remembered that beautiful person that you are. You haven't remembered what that person fell in love with and why they wanted to spend time with you for all that time. You forgot. You will only remember it if you spend some time alone. And that's exactly what I did after this girl did this to me. I wrote this song and I spent some time alone to reconnect with myself. This is called I Need to Be Alone. Traveling eastward with the wind at my back, and I'm leaving. And there's no turning back, all alone. And that's okay with me. I gotta clear my voice, guys. I can't go at that song with a frog in my throat. You're about to find out why, because this is a power tune. me get rid of that other thing. So this is I Need to Be Alone. Let's play it from the top, but without that intro. Here we go. With the wind at my back and I'm leaving, and there's no turning back, all alone. That's okay with me. Stand with the crowd, follow proud, and the memories fall like these droplets from my eyes. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La 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 love, and I'm standing on my own. I'm waiting for something so pure, and I'm needing, but there's no telling what's going down with you. I'm patient for something so pure, and I'm bleeding. Yes, I'm bleeding inside, and I know there's always a brand new day, and it's not that far away, and there's nothing left to say. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. La 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 la, and I'm standing on my own. I need to be alone. 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 I need to be alone.
Same hours, same moments, keep following me along. Oh, and I can't get away. No, I can't get away from me. No, I'm broken down. I need to be alone. La la la, la la la. I need to be alone. I feel like I'm finding myself again. I need to be alone, 'cause I feel like I'm finding myself again. I feel like I'm finding myself again. I feel like I'm finding myself again.
Jeez. I got a little frog in the throat, guys. We got through it, though, sort of. So that's my song, I Need to Be Alone. I wrote that one with the angriest song in the history of time. It was kind of like side by side. I wrote the angry song, and then I wrote I Need to Be Alone right afterwards. And it was kind of like throwing a blanket over all the anger, all that frustration. You know, that was a girl I dated for like a year, a little over a year. I mean, I was a kid. I was 19. She was like 18. But it hurt. It was like my first time I felt love, I guess. And when you find out something like this, that someone wrongs you, steps on your heart, and you're a songwriter, I'm sorry. That song is out there. Like, regardless of me pushing that album, which I put on the shelf because of that angry song. This is where you listen to the wrong people. I had someone give me really bad advice when I was putting that album together. They were like, you should put that song on there because it shows your range. You've got this gorgeous, you got this type of stuff. Just popping, right? Something to live for. You got stuff like that. And then you go to the angriest song in the history of time where you literally scream at a girl that hurt you. And you say some really mean things about her. And I never should have put it on that album. But this person, it'll remain nameless, said, oh, you know, you totally have to put that on. It shows your songwriting range. Well, that made the album unsellable to me. Like, I can't sell a song, can't sell a full album with that song on it to people with kids. So I've got boxes of it in my basement. If you want an original copy signed by me, I'm happy to give one to you. Just shoot me a DM. I literally kept it shelved because of that song. But if you want to get a kick out of it, it's a great song. It's got a rap in it. I literally rap in that song. Now you're going to have to go look for it. But I can't play it. My wife said, I remember once when she was like, what do you do one day when you have kids? When they hear that song? And I'm like, yeah, I have 3 kids now. They're going to hear that song one day. They're going to be like, Dad, what's the story with that Gabrielle tune? Well, here's the story, kids. When you're a songwriter and someone steps all over your heart, it's well within your rights to write a brutally honest song about how terrible that human being is. That's okay. You can do that. And I've written a lot of songs about a lot of people. I happen to say, like, wrong me, you get a song written about you. Do right by me, you get a song written by you. And I just love writing songs. So, like, if I can put up together something, I'm going to do it. In fact, should we make something up right now? We've been live for an hour and 6 minutes, so I probably should be wrapping this up. I do have to go and finish off a BeatSeat I've been working on in the basement. I got to go and restock. New Canaan Music sold another BeatSeat. So I got to go and bring 2 of them down tomorrow. Got to bring some to Greenwich Music as well. Guys, this is the year. 2020 BeatSeat. I'm calling it. 2020 BeatSeat, 2020 Real Talk. It's the Real Talk decade, actually. I'm saying. So let's do something here. Because I'm kind of coughing a little, I think I should play something like instrumental-ish. What do you think? You know what I'm going to play for you guys real quick? You guys know who Beethoven is? Sure you do. I'm going to play you this one real quick. I guess I could show you the BeatSeat, the action of the BeatSeat here because, well, why not? We'll keep it in here. This is the For Elise. That was rubbish. Phil's on. He said I should release this with crabs for Christmas. Phil, can you believe it? We're in year 2? Day 366? Year 2, day 1? I mean, I'm pushing for my glasses, which aren't on, but whatever. I'm going to play you guys one more song here. All right, I'm going to play you this to finish off because the beat rolls on. Literally, day 366. We're starting an entire second year of Real Talk right now. So when I say the beat rolls on, what I mean by that is there is no stopping. You keep driving towards your goals. This year, set yourself a goal and don't relent. You continue on. Don't listen to the noise, just listen to your heart. It will drive you. That heart of yours has so much within it. Just listen to it. Stop looking at everybody else around you. Stop listening to all the noise. Start listening to your heart. Your intuition. It's speaking to you. And the more you listen to it, the stronger it's going to get. The stronger your confidence is going to get. And you're going to find that you can do anything. You'll take on anything without fear. That's what this comes down to. You want to be willing and able to try anything that your heart desires without fear. You could fail. Don't worry about failing. Failing is part of life. It's part of the success process. You cannot get to success without failure. It starts with failure. Failure and redirection. Every time you fail, you redirect. Eventually, you're going to start to fine-tune. You're going to start to delve into a niche, like this area that no one is in. And it's only because you failed here, and there, and eventually it led you to this. You become like an arrow. Do you understand? Like the point of an arrow. That's what you are. But only if you fail over and over, if you try everything that your heart tells you to try, and you learn what you're good at and what you're bad at, and you grow from your errors, and you just become a stronger person. Mentally, mostly. This whole, it's almost like a lesson. Seriously, if you could follow on a daily basis, you could try one new thing. You will build more confidence than you've ever had in your life because you've been trying new things every single day. It starts to become normal that you're trying something that is outside of your comfort zone. I find we are so afraid to get out of our comfort zone. And I know you're comfortable. I get it. You're comfortable. But you can't thrive. You can't reach your wildest dreams if you stay comfortable. You've got to work for it. You've got to earn it. You've got to earn it. My wife and I are reflecting and talking about this past decade, thinking about this decade we're going into. And we have fire in our eyes. Thinking about the opportunity for the BeatSeat, the opportunity for positivity in this next decade coming up, right? We dealt with so much negativity between 2010 and 2020. It actually started, if you think about it, started more at the end of that last decade with the crash. This crash came out, it destroyed our markets. And so many people lost their jobs, lost their homes. It was a very scary time in 2007, 8, 9, 10. People are trying to recover, right? The government's trying to recover, businesses. And we had a 10-year depression because of it. Not just financially. We had a 10-year depression as a country where we're just like, you guys realize this, right? The media, what they're doing to us, they're forcing the negativity even more because they know that's what's selling. For 10 years, it's been selling. Everybody's just latching onto that negativity. Ooh, let's get more negative. Really? No, how about you shut off that negatube, turn on Real Talk. I'm here every day forever. You know that. I mean, seriously. Doesn't that make you feel icky watching the television and hearing all of the negativity? And when you hear lies, when you hear straight up lies, hear people making up stories about, this is the thing with the politics. I just can't deal anymore because everybody's lying. You got people making up stories just because to try to, let's get that next election. Ooh, let's see what they can believe. Let's try to get this American public to believe as much crap as possible so they don't know it's true. That's what's going on. That is what's going on. They're throwing so much fake news at us that we don't know what's real. That's why I shut off the TV December 31st, 2018. I won't repeat that. The Curse of Oak Island. That is the only show I watch. I told you guys, The Curse of Oak Island rocks. No, the economy didn't have a 10-year depression. We had a 10-year depression. We did. Our society, not the economy. In fact, I think that the economy crashed and then it recovered nicely. But the people in this country went way off the deep end. And the negativity and the anger, that's just being thrown all over the place. It's a terrible thing. So I think that it's not that our economy had a 10-year depression. In fact, we bounced back very quickly and we've been strong. We've had the strongest 3 years that our economy's ever had. And you wouldn't believe that based on what you're hearing on the news. You'd think that Washington is destroying our world. But if you look at the numbers, if you look at the stock market, if you look at the returns that people pulled in this year, trust me, they're talking about different stuff behind doors, guys. It's obvious. Our economy's doing great right now, but we are still in that depression. We are still in that depression. It's a political depression. And now because of the media, we don't even know, like I said, we have no idea what's true and what's not. We have to do like more fact checking on our own. I have to see a story and then fact check it. I got to go on and Google and start looking around and be like, no, that's not the way it went. The media is so quick to tell you a story without actually researching it to see if it's true. Oh, but you know what? It will get this side to think this. It will get that side to think, it's just all political manipulation. And I'm sick of it all. That's why I shut off that crap, guys. I shut it all off, and I'll be here entertaining you. I'll be here bringing a different type of entertainment towards you. It's not going to be lies and deceit. It's going to be straight up, unscripted motivation and positivity on a daily basis. That's how I give back. Because like I said, I don't think it's going to get any better. Not unless more people do what I'm doing, which is fight back. Say no. I'm not listening. I'm actually acting. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something about it. We have to do that, guys. We have to get up and we have to rebel against the negativity of the media. This is the way I rebel. I come out here every day and I say what I need to say. I let the universe speak through me. That's it. So I'm going to play you The Beat Rolls On. We're going to finalize this day here. The first day of 2020. How about that? You can listen to this song as well. It's on my album. It's on Spotify. You can check it out on BeatSeat.rocks when you check out this beautiful thing. I think we just got to do a quick tune because I want to make sure the A seems off a little bit. It's not. What's the D? See if this room. All right, we're good. This is the beat rolls on. We stand, we fall back down again. Live to die, we're never understanding why. And I'll give my life to you forevermore. You keep me rolling on, yeah, and I'll never hide my face. When you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours, I pay my debts of time. To dream this dream and stay alive, where everything's fine, and where the beat rolls on. It's where the beat rolls on and on and on, on and on, on and on and on. And I can't change your way. I can't light your flame. I've been wandering long, and I'll roll on and on, on, on and on and on and on and on. It's where the beat rolls on and on, on and on and on and on and on. It's where the beat rolls on. All away, it's just you and I this time. We're holding hands this time, this love. I'll take my chances, yeah, and you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debts of time. To dream this dream and stay alive, where everything's fine, and where the beat rolls on, 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 on. It's where the beat rolls on and on. The beat rolls on and on and on and on and on and on. The beat rolls on. The beat rolls on and on. The beat rolls on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on and on. The beat rolls on and on, on and on and on and on, on and on. The beat rolls on and on and on and on and on and on, on and on. The beat rolls on and on and on. The beat
rolls on and 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 on.
Happy New Year, everybody. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow from the studio for day 367 in a row, which is year 2, day 2. That's right. And if you have any topics you want me to get into this week, let me know. Remember, this is a daily variety show, so any topics are on the books. You just have to just jump out there and say, can you talk about this today? As long as it's not politics or religion, let's get into it. Because nobody wants to talk about politics or religion, right? Let's talk about something positive.
So hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh, you said, listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. It don't matter if it do, 'cause it's understood you ain't got no money, you just ain't no good. But I guess if you say so, got to pack my bags and go. Hit the road, 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 Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Well, of course, until tomorrow. Because I'll be live from the studio, probably around 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow, so make sure you tune in, turn on the notifications, ding that bell on YouTube, because you know we're getting down for YouTube on YouTube. But oh, you know we're getting down on YouTube. Oh, oh, oh,
oh, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, oh, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Well, don't you come back no more. Well, don't you come back no more.
We've officially begun year 2. Turn on those notifications. Hashtag 730 days. We're on our way. So I will see you guys tomorrow from the studio. Let me see, I'll get you back to here. There we go. Shut that off. And that's how we go out. I got some great comments here from Cross and Phil. I'll get into them tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Real Talk. Have a great night. Happy New Year. 2020, we're coming.